to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And the Cardinals first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time, with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. So
first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Slam, slam, slam. Double up, double up. Hey, grab it.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down. Murray sets to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Kamale Correa able to run it down for a loss of a yard. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 54 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinals.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. On first down, Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to jet sweep with Kirk, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down and a pickup of 5 yards. On first down, Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
The running game's played a huge part of getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check. Kill.
2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Bird to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
What we got?
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A third down gain of 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Edmonds. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.